Good morning once again, everyone. Hope everyone is fine and healthy in looking after yourself. Okay, so we have finished the first chapter. Now we move on to the poem. The name of the poem which we are going to do today is The Lost Dances of Cranes. This poem is being written by Juliet Wilson. Now this is an environmental poem. Means the poem is about what is happening to our environment. Okay, environment friendly poem it is. So before I begin the poem, I want to just give you a short summary of the poem, what the poem is all about. Okay, so this poem is a sad poem. Sad in the sense it is the mourning the loss of the cranes. Now, cranes here is a bird. It's a water bird. I hope everyone knows that. So this is a very sad poem, which is mourning the loss of the crane who used to come and dance gracefully on near the water bodies in a wide countryside. You just imagine the view that cranes are dancing all over near the water bodies. What a pleasant sight it would have been. So this poem is a sad reminder of that sight. You will understand why it is a sad reminder. Okay, now these cranes have been, the ones who were dancing so gracefully near the water bodies, have been scared away by the mechanical cranes. Now mechanical cranes means the cranes which we use for construction. So these cranes have come on that landscape or near in that city or in that countryside for urbanization, means for building, for construction. And because these cranes have come, the water crane, the bird crane has been scared away, has left that place. Obviously, when we do construction, there's so much of a chaos there that none of the natural things survive. So the cranes don't dance there anymore because those mechanical cranes have come there. Now, the only reminder of those cranes, of the birds, are the video clipping. The video clipping which we take when we see something very beautiful. Don't we take a clip, or we take a video recording, or we take a snap? So the only reminder of the cranes near that water body is what? Is the video clipping or the old recordings which we have on our mobiles. So that is, and that too are fading away. Fading away means it has been taken a long time ago. Now, this poem tells us that what we are losing in the name of urbanization. Means we construct, we go in for building so many buildings, malls, colonies and all that, and because of those we are uprooting the trees, we are harming the environment and the natural resources. So this poem tries to tell us, remind us that what we are doing for our development, what all we are losing in place of that. And in this poem also, the poet is trying to use the word crane as a pun. Now pun is what? P-U-N, pun. Pun means for joke. Now it is using the same word crane for something which is very natural, like a bird who breathes, dances and looks beautiful, and a crane which is non-living thing, lifeless, and is used for destruction. Destruction in the sense, destruction of the environment. And in the end, the poet is trying to awaken us, trying to shake us up and tell us, please wake up. In the name of development, we all are harming our environment. We should think twice before doing something like this. So if we want to save our environment, we have to wake up now, otherwise it will be too late. So through this poem, the poet is trying to tell us something which is very good, that we should take care of our environment. We should see what we are losing in the name of urbanization. So children, let's move on to the poem. Let's see what the poem is all about. So here's the poem. Okay, so the first paragraph says, your fields are empty now, only your ghosts dance, while cranes of another kind dance cities into being. Now your fields are empty now. Here it refers to the fields which are there. And now why they are empty? Why they are empty? Because there are no cranes around now. The birds have gone. All deserted, empty fields are there. Only your ghost dance. Ghost dance means the cranes have gone. They have left that field and only their memories are there. They don't survive anywhere. You can't see them. Only their memories are there in our video clipping or in our heads. While cranes of another kind dance city into being. this crane here, while cranes of another kind, this refers to the mechanical crane, the crane which we use for construction. They have taken the place of these birds, which are dancing all over the cities and making the cities more, urbanizing the landscape more. All that remain of you are a fading crackle of your energy and some grainy video footage. All that remains of you. Here, you means the crane, the bird. So the poet is telling that what is remained of you, what is remained of the crane is only a fading crackle, the cries, the cries which the crane make, like the dog barks and the cat mews. So the cranes crackle, only the fading crackle of their energy, of their being there when they were there, and some grainy video footage. Grainy video footage means unclear video footage. The only thing which remains is now what? Is the voices of the crane and the unclear video clipping which we have taken when they were there. So they are not there in the real sense in the myth. They are only there in our video clipping or in our memories. They have all gone now because the mechanical cranes have taken their place. That people in the new cities will watch to marvel at the wonder the world once held. And all the people which are there in the city or in there are holding their mobiles and looking at that video clipping and enjoying it so well. Ah, how lovely these cranes are, how nice they dance, how nice their photograph is, how natural they are. They just enjoy the video clipping and they marvel. Marvel means wonder at the wonderful world of cranes. They are only marveling in the video clip. I mean, they are only enjoying the video clip. But here in these 4 lines, the poet is trying to tell the readers that, see, you all are enjoying the video clipping, but see, you are the ones who have destroyed them. Somehow we are only responsible for destroying these cranes or the water birds. Yes or no? Yeah, because of we are in so much of a zeal for urbanization. Oh, we want development. And because we are so eager to develop and make buildings and malls and this and that we hardly think that what we are destroying. So here in these 4 lines, the poet is trying to waken up us, shake us up and tell us that, see, you enjoy the video clippings very well, but it is you who have done all this. So it's high time that we wake up and we do something about this. We stop this urbanization and try to save our environment and the natural things which the God has gifted us with. Otherwise, it will be not long before everything is finished. Everything will be just in pictures and we won't be able to see them in the reality. So here the poet is trying to challenge us. He's trying to challenge us to see that besides watching documentaries and televisions and videos on the TV, we should stand up and do something about saving our environment. Otherwise, we'll be just watching videos of the water birds, then the next will be tigers, then there'll be elephants, and then I don't know how many species we'll just have on the videos. They will all be extinct. So before it is too late, we should all wake up and try to save the environment. I hope you all understood the poem. Now I will go to the question answers part. Okay, so here we have the poem. The first question is, beta, now these questions I have given, now they'll be there in the video always. Now some of you are, mostly all of you are worried about the copies. Please don't be worried about the copies. If you have a fair copy, a brand new copy, do write it in the copy. Fine. If you don't have, you use the last year's copy. Staple those pages which are already written and you can continue. Fine. There is no harm. We all of us we understand it that you don't have a copy. So we'll all check that. And if you don't have the rough copy also, beta, no worry. This question answers will always be there. It will be there on the website. It will be there in the classroom. You can do it whenever you get a stationery shop is open, you get a copy and write it down. So please don't worry. Okay. Just pay attention and go through them carefully. They'll be always there for you to write. Okay. So the first question is, who is being addressed in the poem? Who is you? Are they present or even alive? How can we tell? So the poet is asking us about the cranes, whether they are present or not. The speaker is addressing the cranes. the cranes are neither present nor alive. I think you understood. The first paragraph was saying this only, that they are not present there. They have already left. The word ghosts in the second line indicate that they are already dead. They have gone because their place has been taken by the mechanical cranes. So they are no longer there. Now we go to the next question. There are two dances mentioned in the first stanza. Which are they? What does each of them represent? Now, dance here, dance. I forgot to tell you in the poem. Here, the word dance means one is the dance, the regular dance we dance. No? The cranes also dance. Everyone dances when they are happy. And the other one is the dance of the mechanical crane. Now, how do the mechanical crane dance? You must be wondering, you know. So the cranes dance where they have a long thing like this, now, with which they pick up the debris and everything. That is used as an arm for them. So they are dancing. The cranes are lifting things up, putting it somewhere, lifting again and putting it somewhere. So that is why the poet has used the word dance for the mechanical crane also. So the two dances refer to the dance of the bird that could once be seen in the fields and the dance of the mechanical machine that are used in the construction site. So the two dances are, the one is the dance of the crane, the bird crane, and the second is the dance of the mechanical machine, the crane, which is used for lifting things, putting with this arm, lifting here and there. The birds dance represent the beauty of nature. Obviously, when some birds dance, a peacock dance or something, you'll enjoy their dance. No? So the bird dance represent the beauty of nature, while the machine represents the destruction of this beauty. Obviously, the machine is going for urbanization, buildings, this, that. So obviously, everything is destroyed there. So one is for destruction, and the other one is for is beautiful to watch. You don't find the mechanical cranes working beautiful. You will not stand there and click photographs of a mechanical crane. While when the crane is dancing, the bird is dancing, you just enjoy that view. So that is it. The bird dance represents the beauty, and the machine represents the destruction of this beauty. We move on to the next one. What is left of the crane which used to dance in the field? Do the words all that remain indicate that a lot remains or that very little remains? First, we'll go for the first question, okay? The first question, part of the question says, what is left of the crane which used to dance in the fields? Now, what did I explain in the poem? What was left? There was nothing left, only a fading crackle of their energy. That is, crackling cries of the cranes, which are now fading away, and some grainy video footage. That is, unclear images of the videotape is all that is left of the crane. So what is left? Their crackling cries and some unclear images on the video tape. That is all what is left. Only a memory is left. The second part says, do the word all that remain indicate that a lot remain or that very little remains? So the word all that remains indicates that very little is left of the cranes. The words fading and grainy tell us that those remains are in very poor condition. So after a long time, when you have taken a video clipping of years back, maybe 10 years, 12 years back, that clipping becomes very unclear, or a photograph becomes very unclear. So because they were unclear, that means the remains were not very good condition. They are fading away. Move on to the next one. Who listens to the poor quality of audio video material? Now, who's listening to the poor quality? We people are listening, yeah? So people in the new cities listen to the poor quality audio video material. How do they react to it? How do they react? They marvel. We read in the, so they seem to marvel at the energetic mating dance of the crane. Used to marvel means they are enjoying. They are awestruck. What beautiful picture. So they seem to marvel at the energetic mating dance. Energetic mating dance means when they have to mate, they dance. So because they are watching that dance, so they are enjoying it. Then, is there a big contrast between their reaction and the speaker? Contrast means difference. So their reaction is one of joy and wonder, which is in sharp contrast to the poet's reaction. The people are enjoying, they are joyful, they are enjoying those videos. Ah, wow, what a video, how beautiful they look. While the poet is sad. She's sad. Why? Because it is just a memory. They are not there in life. They're not there. So the poet is warning the readers about a bleak future. Bleak future means unfavorable future, sad future, dark future. The image of the blurred video clipping, blurred here means unclear, dhundli. The image of the blurred video clipping of the dance of the crane is a sad reminder of the natural pattern of life that we are sacrificing to our misplaced zeal for urbanization. Okay, so this means that the image of the blurred video clipping of the dance of the crane is a sad reminder. हमें याद दिलाता है ना कि what we have missed, what we have done to those beautiful cranes. And because for our zeal for urbanization, हमारा जोश जो है urbanization के लिए कि okay, we will go in for development. That is called zeal, है ना? Let's move on to the next one. Now, this is the second part of the question. One is answer these questions, and one is answer these questions in detail. Now, the city dwellers watch documentaries and marvel at the wonder the world once held. Does this mean that the city dwellers have the same attitude to the crane as the speaker? What do you think? Do they have the same? No, they don't have, है ना? Yeah, but yeah, yes, the city dwellers appreciate the beauty of nature. Yes, they do appreciate. But then they only appreciate the beauty. They don't do anything as such. That is what this poet is trying to tell us. You have to do. You just don't have to say, wow, what a dance. You have to do something about to save them also. So yes, the city dwellers also appreciate the beauty of nature, though it is them who are somewhere responsible for their extinction. Extinction means here they're being vanished from the face of the earth, died, destroyed. Okay, let's move on. Would the city dwellers feel deeply sad if the documentaries disappeared in the way the speaker is sad that the cranes are gone? Okay, so would the city dweller feel deeply sad if the documentaries disappeared? They are asking whether those people will be really sad when the video clippings disappear. In the way the speaker is sad for the crane, like the speaker is sad that the cranes are no longer there, they don't come there to dance. So, although the city dwellers marvel at nature, their fascination remains superficial. Fascination means, their fascination remains superficial means it is upar ka. They are just showing that they enjoy the beauty of the cranes, but in the real sense, if they were real sad, if they were so worried about the crane, they will do something about it. So, it's just superficial. And they do not feel as connected to the nature as the speaker because they have not had a first-hand experience with the birds. They may miss the videos, but will not be as deeply affected as the speaker. So the speaker is more affected by the cranes not coming to the water bodies and dancing gracefully. That is why the poet has written this poem to awaken us all that, okay, we all say, yeah, we should do something. Oh, this is bad. They are not coming. But then that is it. We don't do something in the real sense to save them. Okay. The speaker in his own subtle ways trying to challenge the readers to do something beside appreciating the videos. Otherwise, it will be too late. So here this poet is trying to just wake us up and tell us that please do something concrete, kuch karo. Otherwise, these birds are going to go away. Not just the birds, many other things which the nature has given us is about to die, is about to extinguish because of our passion for urbanization, development. So this is the main theme of the poem, and I hope you all enjoyed the poem. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So please go through the poem once carefully, look at the question answers, and if you have a copy, please do write. There are no exercises in the poem. Fine. So, okay, all the best, everyone. Bye for now. Bye. See you next week.